welcome to another exciting episode of Becoming the Product. My name is Naya, as usual, your host, and today I have a very exciting guest on our show today, and she'll be talking to us about how she pivoted from product management to being an entrepreneur. So, without wasting time, Adeyinka Adedoja, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be on this show. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, and I hope that we are able to learn a thing or two from you today.
I hope so too.
Mhm. But can you just give us a brief intro into who you are now and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm a product manager. I'm also a founder, but I have not been so. I have my confidence level with the founder label has been shaky, so I go often with product manager. But yeah, I'm working on a product, and the product is in the travel social space, and I'm managing a team of 5 at the moment. And yeah, that's who I am right now.
Thank you so much. And what initially drew you into product management? Why did you go for product management in the first place?
Actually, product management, I stumbled on product management. I did not, I wasn't searching or seeking for it. At that time, I was working on a product, on a solution in the finance, because I have the finance background and data science background. And I was working on that solution, working on this platform for financial literacy. And I wanted to improve myself. And so, because I was doing a lot of customer development at that time, and so I stumbled on this bootcamp with Colab. They were doing something with regards to product management. So I joined, and I learned from my experience. I realized that, oh, this is something I would love to do, especially because I was so drawn to the design thinking of products, and the fact that I was able to, it was much more strategic, like building your product strategy and building your product roadmap was able to those skills helped me with the solution I was working on at that time, and that was how I stumbled on product management.
Okay, that's very interesting. I've heard of Colab before. They are like a skills company, right?
Yeah, they're like a product management bootcamp, basically for entrepreneurs and people that want to also skill up in their product management skills. So, briefly, let me give you a brief, because I really love Collab and what they are doing. One of their major sprints, 8 weeks, is that they try to match PMs, people, founders who don't have a team, with other teams, with product designers, with engineers within 8 weeks, and you're able to launch your MVP, bring it to market. So that is a value a lot of founders need, and then you get matched with mentors, industry experts. So you are able to bring your MVP to market, and you're also able to learn how to build a product market fit product. So yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
So, did you face any challenges during this time?
Actually, because I realized that product management, it has to do with a lot of mindset. As someone, because you're defining what you are building and why you're building it, and
Yeah.
you're not focused on being a solution provide a feature person. And that's where a lot of founders, a lot of people building, even a lot of engineers miss it wrong. They're always focused on features, releasing features faster, instead of actually focusing on what the problem is, what your users actually need. So yeah, it was a bit challenging, refocusing my mindset, rotating my mindset, but yeah, I was able to pick up quickly. So that
Yeah.
was what I would say is the most challenging part.
Yeah, that was one thing they kept drilling to us in my boot camp, that don't focus on the features. Look at the customer, look at the problem. Base all your decisions on that.
Yeah, as a product manager, there are five things you need to learn. You need to deep understanding of your product, deep understanding of your user, your customer, deep understanding of the industry, the business, your the market, and a deep understanding of your stakeholders. And you should all your greatest skill, your most efficient skill is to be a great storyteller. I'm still
Yeah.
working on that. But yeah, basically.
And that was one of the reasons why I actually started the podcast. I needed to show that I could actually tell stories and all. So it's
Yeah.
been yeah. So now that you're taking all, you're look since you said in the beginning that you don't like calling yourself a founder. What made you
Yeah.
move? What made you move towards entrepreneurship? What motivated you? And how did PM help in that aspect?
Um, so entrepreneurship is something my parents has drilled into me since when I was young. So I always knew this was where my focus has been. I've always kind of prepared myself that I'm not doing a 9 to 5 because my family is based on entrepreneur. My uncle has a big company, but that's not where we're going.
Mhm.
So this is how I was already been like being an entrepreneur, and I've been looking to what kind of because I needed to know who I am and how I'm putting this value. So when I started data science, I thought, okay, maybe I could be a consultant, but I I don't really want. I did not really. There was not much passion for it. It was just like I was just trying to drive myself. But when I started working, like I said, I started working on this financial literacy solution and I stumbled on product. It was just natural. Like everything was just natural. It just went so easily trying to build mock-ups and wireframe it. I realized this is something I really love doing. And so I pivoted from finance because I have a toxic relationship with finance. But yeah, I pivoted and started looking for a product. I started doing my product discovery on what I really love doing, and which was traveling. I really love traveling and going to culture. So then I started doing product discovery to find out what is the main pain point, what is the market saying, and that was how I was able to bring up a solution. And and working with a team building on that right now. But yeah, I guess I don't know if that answered the question, but yeah, generally that is. And to summarize, this is something about management. You would always, as a product management, you are much more like an entrepreneur, even though you are not the CEO of the product. You are going to own that is it. You have the ownership from product discovery to product delivery. I was having I was listening to the VP of Cultures, the survey company, talking about how as a he was just talking to his wife on a solution because his wife was a teacher on a solution they were having a pain point, and from there he was able to build solution and a user flow for them and build up user persona and buyer persona. Now I was able to solve that problem for them, and we sold the solution to them, to the school and the teachers. So my point is that's it, because you are as a PM, you're going to be thinking so much about how to solve problem for people, what is the problem, and you'll be coming up with different solutions if you have the design thinking methodology in mind. That's how entrepreneurship kind of ties so much with product management. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It actually does.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you so much, Doja. Final statements. We'd love to hear your advice for people who are currently PMs who might want to consider entrepreneurship. What do you tell them?
People want to consider entrepreneurship. I would just say that have confidence. I I spoke to a lot of product managers, and what I noticed, or even founders, is that the people that are building right now, they're not the most intelligent or the most sophisticated or anything. You should never be intimidated with people with high scholarship or any of that, but you should be confident. And this time is the perfect time to build something, to venture out on your own, because there's so many. Look at this the technology. They've democratized um, um, building solution for yourself that you can go out and build. There is no code platform. There is Divina or Divine. I've forgotten the name of that new platform uh, where you can build. It can help you fix bugs and build code. And everyone was so, all the engineers are so scared that they get to be replaced. I don't know if I forgot the name. Is it Divine or Divina? I can't remember it right now. But yes, my point is that right now the market is ready for, if you have a solution, if you're a product manager, it is now you can build your solution. There's so many resources out there. There's documents, there's books. One of my favorite book is Lean MVP Lean Methodology by Dan Olson. I also love this book, Hooked. Those are books. If you even you don't have to go to bootcamp. If you read those books, you can be able to build an MVP and able to bring it to market, build a product market fit. So my point is, you don't have to have the intelligence of Elon Musk
Yeah.
or what's his name? What's the name of the Facebook? Sorry, information
Mark.
skips my head. Mark Zuckerberg. Thank you so much. But you can, if you have, if this is something you want, you can go. You can venture it. That there are easier way to be an entrepreneur now and to bring your product to market. So
Yeah.
that's what I have.
Thank you so much. I really learned a lot. I've also been looking at the entrepreneurial because I've been looking at a lot of routes from the normal corporate route to freelance and entrepreneur. And right now, I'm beginning to think that, okay, there are actual ways to do this without actually thinking too much about it. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
And also,
and you can actually run. Sorry for adding. You can actually run your MVP with almost no cost, because if you are building your proof of concept on platforms like Bubble, and there's so many resources, like my for what we're using Firebase, and
okay.
we are using it almost zero to no cost, because it helps with your MVP, and you're not running a lot of cost. So that's
Mm,
another thing you can consider. Like, you can build an MVP right now with minimal cost, so it's not so expensive. So that's what I meant when I said building a solution right now has been so decentralized that everyone is going to build. And based on all the solution, I predict that in the next 10 years, oh my God, things are going to be like the inflation, because people are going to be building so much
so,
solutions. That is going to be the new reality. Like, you have to have a solution or something. And you think, I feel like right now we are complaining, oh, things are expensive. It's going to be much more expensive, because when there is money in the hands of a lot of people, things then there's high inflation and all that. But anyway, that's another discussion. Sorry, I always pivot to different conversation.
yeah, it's fine. We love to hear things like that. It makes it more human. Like you're hearing someone experience what you want to do, which was why I actually started this. So thank you again once more for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for
And
having me.
yeah, as usual, guys, you can always send a DM, send a voice message on Spotify. And I'll catch you all in the next week episode. Have a good week. Thank you, Doja.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Have a nice day, everyone.